Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Monday, July the 2nd. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our free room. It is 100% free. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our trading room. This is a subscription link, and I'm going to put the promo code, which will be live sometime tomorrow, all right? It's our July the 4th promo code, but I believe it'll be live sometime tomorrow. I mean, if it isn't, if you try, just keep trying. You'll see what the code is. So it's worth it because it'll be 25% off either your first month or the entire year of Trade Ideas. Tomorrow is a half a day of trading. I will open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern. The room will be closed, of course, just around 1, maybe even a little bit earlier, depending on how the trading is going. But it's only half a day trading tomorrow. And then, of course, on Wednesday, July the 4th, U.S. Independence Day, it is closed for the full day. All right. Well, what a day. What can you say about GBR? Let me just get it in here. There we go. So a number of us, of course, in the room traded this one. I was very, very fortunate to trade this one because I saw this in the pre-market. Let me back this out just a little bit. So I was doing my pre-market work and looking at my pre-market active scanner, and this had not showed up at all. These are 15 minutes. We start getting our data at 7 o'clock. So I was starting to work right around here at 7:30. And looking, and then all of a sudden, I actually had this thumbnailed also, and I checked my pre-market active scanner, and it almost, well, it wasn't at the top, but it was starting to climb. And I saw this candle here, and I thought, man, oh man. Now, if you weren't in the room last week, you can see what a crazy day it had. Now, this all started with PED. So this is today. So Monday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. So this all started these little energy plays, and PED was the first one. And so the next day, which was Thursday, we were all looking for the next PED. I mean, the next day PED skyrocketed again before it pulled back, and I actually thought that it might get really moving again based on GBR. But anyway. Again, I just want to show you what happened with GBR. What am I doing here? GBR. So I believe this was the same day. No, this was the Thursday, you see. So remember now, PED on the Wednesday went crazy. GBR, not really. I mean, what it did pop up, but then it traded right off, and it almost traded at the close. However, on Friday, it kept moving, and then look at what happened today. I mean, it's hard to believe, isn't it? I mean, this hit $12.77. So how did I trade it? Back to the 15-minute. So again, and I had a thumbnail because I was wondering, okay, are these going to have any continuation? So I had this one thumbnailed. So I was very fortunate. I saw this one right here on this candle. So I took it at 480. What was it? 482. I did sell some almost immediately because it just popped up, almost immediately. You never know with these. I mean, it only has 2 million shares in the float, so it could have just collapsed as easily as it went up. And while I was in this trade, I was madly checking for any news specific to it. I could not see any. So I think this is just a matter of traders getting into it. So I took the trade. So I sold some at 548. Sold some more here at 688 and was able to hold. Now, because I had made some sales here and there, I was able to hold on through this pullback. I was holding on through this pullback just in case it did something crazy once the market opened. So I made another sale here at 808 and another one here just underneath 10. And, that was it. Now, obviously, in retrospect, it would have been wonderful to be able to hold on to everything from here. Sell it all up there. It's just not going to happen because you just never know with these. They can drop this as quickly as they go up. But what a fantastic trade. And I know a lot of people in our trading room, probably some were in on it in the pre-market, but certainly, once the market opened, there was a case to be made that you could have taken this one, and maybe I could have also, on the break of the pre-market high, which was 702. And that is a strategy that a lot of people make. Something that is really flying. Look at the volume that came in. But at any rate, just a tremendous trade. Now, I'm also in this one, MDXG. Actually kind of proud of this trade. I'm looking to maybe take some more out of here. So this is where it is important to read the news. I mean, a lot of people think, well, I mean, I'm not one. I mean, I don't get married to the news, but when I'm doing my pre-market work, I'm going to see this one. I'm going to see that this has dropped. So I'm always going to check the news headlines. So when I saw that the headline was that the CEO had resigned, and earlier, before not today, but before that, both the COO and the CFO had resigned. Well, I said, you know what? Who's going to want to buy this one? So I was bound and determined to short this one, and I basically shorted it right here at 450. Market going. And because it was holding its own in the pre-market, it really hadn't had any sort of a pop. And so the minute it hit that 450, I decided to short it. And I covered some, what was that, at 422. Right about there. And again, that allows me to hold on. I almost covered it. If it got up to 450, I was definitely going to get out, but then it started to drift down, 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 down. And there's I'm just watching it right here. I may cut away from this from this webinar or from this recap. If it pops over 4, I'll probably cover the rest. These bottoming tails may signify that the selling pressure is over. Again, what does that mean? The sellers tried to knock it down. The buyers took it up. Sellers knocked it down a little bit again. Buyers took it up. Maybe the buyers are going to be a little bit in control for a while, in which case I'll just get out. But on a percentage move, 450 to 4, great move. I also got into this one. This one did not work. PAVM. I'm still interested in it. The daily isn't fantastic. Not horrible though, because if it can start to fill into this area here on a percentage basis, it wouldn't be too bad. Of course, I was interested in it. Where did I get it? I got it from my momentum scanner, and to the 15 again. So of course, I love these ones that break over the whole number. So this had a little bit of a run after hours on Friday, and didn't really see it in the pre-market. It really didn't do anything in the pre-market, but then all of a sudden it popped over 1. And as you know, I get a little bit excited at these ones that pop over 1. Now, I thought that it would have a tough time getting through 114. If you look back on that daily, you'll see a couple of times it hit 114. And that's exactly what's happened. I mean, it did get to 115. I got into the trade at 109. Right about here. And then I think it was on this move down here is when I got out. I took a 1 cent loss. I just basically got out at 108. I did have a little, a scalp trade, but I wanted more. I was hoping it would really break through 114, get into the 120s, maybe get up to that 130 resistance, because that would have been a nice percentage move. But it only took a 1 cent loss on that. TVPT was the other trade I took. It's funny because Holly actually had this as a short right about here. I was very interested in as a long. Reason being, this is at an all-time high. All right, this move right there. Once it took that out, in 1909, this is an all-time high. Again, I love the fact that it broke the whole number. Breaking the whole number. It's an all-time high. Holly did have as a short. If you'd taken the short, you would have been able to make a little bit. I think she shorted at around 1910, and it did go down to 1874. So actually, it wouldn't have been a quick short. Quick short. But I got into this at 1912. So as it moved back up, I decided, okay, for all the reasons I liked it at the beginning, I still like it. And had a nice little run. I mean, it got all the way up to 1939. I covered some at 1932, and over somewhere here, and then on the way down, right about here. So, it wasn't sensational, but this is one I'll definitely watch tomorrow. I'm going to stick an alert right at the high. See if it takes it out, because I want to make sure it's over 19, of course, and it might just have a second day resumption, a stock that is basically at a lifetime high. So that is it. What a day. I mean, the GBR, of course, that a lot of people were in with me. That was just a sensational trade. I mean, it's hard to believe. I mean, this stock is up 136%. It's up $5. Just hard to believe that these things can make moves like this. But, even though I've been trading for a few years, I'm always still amazed when I see this happen. And the reason why, it has 2 million shares in the float. If you're not familiar with what that means, the 2 million shares, that is very, very low. That's basically the supply of shares that are available for trading. So it's a typical supply demand. The demand, for whatever reason, is huge, and the supply is low. What happens? It's just like any other commodity on earth. The price will go up. All right, so I'm going to shut this down, and again, just pay attention to the body of the email that you're going to get. You will see a promo code there. Please, I'm very explicit, do not try to activate it today. It will be active probably sometime tomorrow. Give it, I would say, till at least maybe 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. All right, again, we'll be shutting down right about then. The market's only open half a day tomorrow. So let me bring back the capture program. There we go. So if you're not going to trade tomorrow, and you're going to take tomorrow off and Monday off, have a great little 2-day rest. But if you are going to trade tomorrow, I hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern. Bye-bye.